Hi guys! So in this video, we're going to go over what is the divine masculine and the divine feminine. The easiest way to look at this is to look at the yin and yang symbol. I'm sure you have all seen this symbol. It's been around for thousands of years, comes from ancient Chinese philosophy. It's in line with Taoist principles, and it basically depicts that all of life is made up of these two complementary forces. What are the forces? They are yin energy, which is our feminine energy, and yang energy, which is our masculine energy. So these are the only two energies that are operating in the world. It's either yin or it's yang. And guess what? We all have both of these energies within us. And you'll see why when I explain the traits of each one in a minute. But right now, I just want you to focus on the fact that there is only these two opposing energies. And within one energy exists the other. As you can see, the little circle in between. The circle of white in the black and the circle of black in the white. So they are one together. So when they come together, they are whole. We kind of know this in terms of, a man coming together with a woman. We feel like there's a wholeness when they come together. But what we don't really focus on is this wholeness within us. So because we all have masculine energy and feminine energy within us, we must unite these energies within us. And this is how we come to peace and harmony within. So now I'm going to show you a graph that I made that shows the traits of the feminine and the masculine and how the union between them works and how the polarity, the difference between both of them works. And this will get us closer to understanding the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And then I'll give you a definition for the divine masculine and feminine at the end. So here we have the feminine and masculine energy traits. The feminine yin energy on the left in the black and the masculine yang in the white. So like I said, learning to balance these energies is key. And this is what brings us inner peace. And this is also what makes us the most powerful. So the divine feminine or the divine masculine is essentially when you've learned to balance both of these energies within you. So let's go down through them really quickly. I won't spend too long because you can take a screenshot if you want. But yeah, the feminine energy is being energy, masculine is doing. So you're either being, you're doing nothing, or you're doing, you're taking action. They're opposites. Feminine is wild, soft, fluid, nurturing, whereas masculine is hard, stable, structured, protective. Your creative energy is your feminine energy. Think about it. We all have creative energy within us, men and women, but that's your feminine energy. Your intuition is your feminine energy versus your logical mind, your analytical mind. That's your masculine energy. And feminine energy is motivated by pleasure, whereas masculine energy is motivated by purpose. And this is very important because we need to balance, all of us, men and women, between both pleasure and purpose if we want to, have a fulfilled life. So I believe that balancing them is key, but that leaning into your core energy is also key. So imagine a man who was, stable and structured and protective and assertive, which is all really sexy qualities in a man. But then imagine he had no compassion, which is a feminine energy trait. Or imagine he had no emotional awareness, which is again feminine energy trait. And imagine me as a woman, imagine I was wild and flowing and soft and all of this. And then imagine if I had no backbone, which comes from my masculine energy, the ability to be assertive when I need to be. So as you can see, really balancing them is key, and that's what makes you most powerful. Then when you're able to balance the energies within you, you can then play with the polarity. So polarity means two opposite forces, two opposite poles that are exact opposites. So let's think about a magnet. Imagine a magnet had a positive pole and a negative pole. They would attract like this. And imagine if it was two positive poles. They would repel each other. So the same happens here, and the same happens in men and women. So if I am a woman in my feminine energy, I'm going to attract a man that is more in his masculine energy. And the same vice versa. If it's a man in his masculine energy, he's going to attract a woman more in her feminine energy because they want to come together to complement each other. That's where the attraction is. And that's also what creates the spice and this spark. Because when you can really feel the other person's opposing energy, that's what makes it spicy, But it's not so rigid. Because you've learned to balance the energies and you have both within you, you can really flow back and forward between two. And anybody tells you that you're just supposed to be all in feminine energy or all masculine, like really that's not healthy. And that's not how it is, because you will be most peaceful when you're able to balance both. So to sum it up, on an individual level, the union, the balance that you find between both of these energies is key. And on an interrelational level, like in relationships, dating, being able to play with that polarity is key, because that's what brings the spice and makes it interesting. So as you can see, the divine masculine and the divine feminine is basically somebody who embodies both energies and has united them within them. But let's make a definition so we have something to go home with. All right, so the divine feminine is the highest expression of the feminine energy. It is the essence of intuition, nurturing, creativity, and flow. It represents the soulful, receptive, and empowering energy that connects us to love, nature, and our authentic selves, while also aligning with purpose and stability to embody wholeness and balance. Okay, and the divine masculine represents the highest expression of masculine energy. It embodies strength, structure, and clarity, guided by purposeful action. This energy is balanced also by compassion and emotional awareness. It reflects a grounded, intentional presence that leads with integrity. So, as you can see, the divine feminine has more, the feminine energy traits, but she is grounded with her masculine energy, and the divine masculine has more the masculine energy traits, but he is grounded with his divine feminine. And that is what I believe makes up the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And when these two forces come together and two people have managed to balance these energies within them, that is fireworks. That is power. That is, peaceful union. There is spice and polarity there because when you can balance those energies within yourself, you can also play with these energies between you and another person, like I explained in the graph. So this is really the ultimate, and this is what we all are seeking, I believe. So yeah, I hope that explains things a bit better. Hope you didn't get too bored. I know there's a lot of teachy stuff in this, but all my videos aren't going to be like this. I just wanted to explain a little clearer what these energies actually are, what the divine masculine and feminine is, because I'm going to talk about them a lot. So follow along and don't forget to subscribe, and see you soon.